sure. No, I'll just wait here. I'll just wait here.
I'll be fast.
Uh-huh. I'll just wait here for good old Crane Eyes Johnson.
No, I flipped it.
Oh, God. They are trapped by this system.
Oh,
This is peak theme park. They can't leave. The Impalas glued together. Yeah, it's a lot of Impalas. Okay. All right. So, depending on how this car goes. All right. Oh my God.
And we're in. Howdy, folks.
All right.
It's the deputy.
And it's me, Mr. Tex. How you guys doing? I saw that Aloe redeemed 5 push-ups.
Yeah, that's a thing.
5. I guess that's a thing. It costs 1,069 nice. Redeem points. Now, I'm going to say this. I have a fucked shoulder, but I will do 5 push-ups for Chad. I will do that. Oh, and 5 squats.
How many exercises do we have?
Did they just make all these to fuck with us?
Did somebody do like a fucking fitness show and we didn't know?
You know, that's not a bad idea.
BPL fitness show would be pretty stupid.
Yeah, it would. that would be very stupid. All right, 5 push-ups. I'll do those.
All right, I'll do the squats in. Oh, and a stretch.
All right. 1.
Hold on. Yeah, I gotta
2.
disconnect.
3. 4. 5. My shoulder hurts. Fuck. Listen to this, boys and girls. Oh. All right. Done. Yeah, there goes that shoulder.
There we go. Did you hear the joints cracking?
Oh, man. I have to be careful when recording stuff because I, move. I'll be like, all right, and then I move, and it just sounds like somebody breaking breadsticks.
Yeah, I have what they call rucking knees.
I have what they call a fucked up back. So, there. You got your 5 push-ups.
And 5 squats.
See? By our powers combined, we're almost an adult.
Left a truck here.
That is the first of many trucks. You know what I mean?
Well, no, it's on all 4 legs. Wheels. Oh. Wheels are wheels.
This truck is on 4 legs. I am a normal person. I enjoy water and water accessories.
Oh, that's why I left this truck here. I was pissed off. This is a fire engine. This is legitimately a Forest Service fire engine, but it carries no water. It cannot put out the fires in here.
Well, I have a water tank, and I will follow you.
Okay.
So I was gonna...
you gotta turn on the flashy lights, man.
Alright, 1 second.
Okay,
there's those lights. Which lights... Okay.
Do?
What is the actual light menu? Okay, that's horn.
So lights is L. But to turn on the flashy lights, you've got to go into
Oh,
V.
sorry. Turn on beacons. There we go.
There you go. Hell yeah.
Cave.
All right, where are we going? What are we doing?
Oh, man.
You've got water?
I've got, yeah. It's water or kerosene. One of the two.
How much water?
Either way, I'm a fireman.
Oh, yeah, we haven't fixed any water towers. Okay, we got to fix water towers before we can carry water.
So I need to take this back.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's fine. We're off to a good start. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
No, nothing bad.
Nothing bad. Okay, what do I need to take on the back of this fucking truck?
Okay, we need consumables times 1 and small pipes times 3.
So I'm just gonna get a flatbed.
Water tower number 3. So yeah,
I'm gonna get a flatbed. Yep, I got a flatbed. I have a flatbed. All right. So last time when I left the state for kind of a workcation, because I never stopped working.
Yeah.
As many people know, Texas never not working, because why? But I was doing my normal workcation, and we went to a game store, and I was sitting there, and there were some people playing, BattleTech. And I walked by the BattleTech minis, and there was another just random guy at the BattleTech minis, and I was like, hey, do they have any, like urban mechs or something? I thought I'd get like an urban mech, just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy said to me, you almost sound like that Tex Talks BattleTech guy. And I smiled, and I said, I almost look like him too. Now, we left shortly thereafter, but I think that guy probably went out and was like, Tex Talks BattleTech was here. And this is probably it's one of those weird things where, like, after we made the Americivil War, I was riding the train home from work, and I saw someone watching the Americivil War, and, they were in part 2, and they were, like, really nodding along, and I looked at them, and I said, yeah, that one took a while to make, though, and we learned a lot. And the guy just looked at me like crazy, and that was my stop, and it was raining, so I put my hat on and just walked out into the rain. I did like the film noir exit.
Nice.
That guy's probably like, what the fuck?
I'm back here. We gotta go right.
Oh,
Facing the wrong
we gotta
way.
go right?
Yeah.
Sorry, my guy was asleep.
Yeah, he does that.
He falls asleep easy.
Really fast.
That's what happens when you're a trucker.
Not like, traumatic people fall asleep really fast. Like people that have been traumatized a lot, war or whatever.
Yeah.
You learn how to do that.
Oh, God, you stopped.
I did. I was waiting for you.
I almost into you at the speed of... Oh, never mind. That just happened.
What did you do?
Well, I rammed into the back of you. Because there's a bit of yo-yo of lag, and now I have 25% less engine.
Nice. I don't have any
Some of the
services.
engine leaked out.
Yeah, just a little bit of it. Game audio is low.
All right.
Well, yeah,
That's fine.
because if it's high, then people bitch that they can't hear me in text.
We're soft-spoken people.
My microphone's audio cleanup software often cleans my voice out.
So what is the objective of this town? Is this like Cthulhuburg, or what is it?
Bar Restaurant Diner. RD's Bar Restaurant Diner. That place sounds like a front. On our right.
Artie's Bar Restaurant Diner.
Which is in a house.
Okay. It says they have bar beer. All right. So this is a Cthulhu town. I'm just kind of looking around. Oh, why are you hitting me? What are we doing?
Hold on, look at this.
What?
It's the police department federal building.
What? Did aliens make this town?
It's in Ontario. It's flying a Canadian flag.
I know Canadians. They're not this weird.
They wish they were. They wish people would think they were.
Police Department Federal Building next to bar restaurant. Beer.
Yeah.
Normal people things.
This is like that little Soviet town where they trained, oh, this is a dead end. Do not come down here. Never mind.
Follow me. Do not follow me. No. Oh my God. Look, don't look to the right as you back up. Please don't.
Your right or my right?
You're right.
Oh God, there's another.
It's the same place. We have reached Cthulhuburg. This whole town. All right. I don't like it.
All right. The shadow over Techsmith. God damn it.
Look, I just look. There's a sign that says 50% off, but it doesn't advertise what the store is, and the store is empty. Several buildings have giant pumpkins out front, but there's no Halloween decorations. And behind me is a place that looks like a store, but it says grocery stores, plural. I don't like this, man. We need to leave.
Do you want to carry consumables or small pipes?
I don't know.
Because there's consumables or there's small pipes right behind us, and consumables forward.
All right, well, I'll carry the pipes. Where are they?
If you check your map, or you probably don't have the map unlocked, do you? Grocery stores.
I don't think I do. See, grocery stores.
And cafe.
Oh, of course.
Lounge bar.
No. Why is there neon on the door? Why does the door have the neon in it? Someone could slam the door and it would explode.
Yeah, explode neon everywhere.
What is this town?
All right, so through the woods right here.
Oh God!
My headlights pointing at it. Do you see that building?
Through the woods into the town?
No, there's a building just on the far side of the woods.
Oh, I see it. The warehouse.
Yes,
right.
the warehouse.
Right.
That's
where I need to go. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to recover my truck because I rammed into the back of your truck and just absolutely destroyed myself.
Yeah. I didn't take any damage from that, so I will actually go grab these small pipes while you get back to town.
Okay, well,
and then I will meet you.
Where do I need to go? What do I need to pick up?
Stop at the corner of the first bar restaurant grill and police department federal building, and I will meet you there.
Okay, I will. God.
Don't turn down police department federal building road.
This is like a bad DM
small pipes
powered by
takes 2 slots each. So you need to come down here too.
Okay, I'll. This town is like really weirding me out.
It's even worse. There's Canadians around. Warehouse storage area.
How do you get over there? Because there's no road to the warehouse.
Yeah, that's why I thought this was maybe the closest, but I'm having some trouble here.
So are you telling me that there's a warehouse that somebody built in the middle of the fucking woods with no fucking road to it?
Well, the road's burned away.
No. No. What is this place? A bar restaurant.
I'm writing up a Delta Green Battletech mod for the Destiny RPG in a time of war. Tonight I'm putting together some FWL safe lads who may or may not get mulched. It sounds like fun.
Listen, I'm really having some trouble here.
Like more than normal?
Well, no. About the same.
Yeah, okay.
Blame the autism if you must, but this is like a really bad DM. You know, you're like, well, where's the warehouse? In the middle of the woods. Well, where's the road to the warehouse? There is no road. Well, how'd they build the fucking warehouse? I have to go through the spooky E.T. woods to get there. They're like, yes, they built this giant shed with a donkey cart. Like, what the fuck? I fully expect every time I look back for the moon to be twice as big and somewhere else in the sky. All right. Wooden planks, metal beams, cabin, metal rolls, small pipes, right?
Yes.
All right. I got small pipes.
Okay. We're not going out the way that I came in. I've been having some trouble.
Welcome to place. We have store. We have location. What is this place? Why is Canada so fucked? What is this?
It's
Did
over
the
15,
forest
man.
fire... Did the distant forest fire burn out all of the logic and reason? I mean, I'm just a little concerned that reality might be burning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a little singed me.
Look, I went through this way, I think. I hope the way I... Yeah, okay. I think I know where I'm going.
Okay,
I
cool.
hit a tree. That is not the way. I hit a tree exactly in the right place to fuck up everything.
And wedge.
Yeah, no, we'll see about that. I'm an ornery bastard.
Tab for my map.
Why? Why is Canada like this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Neither do I. Apparently, I hit this perfectly, and there's no way to pull this to the left.
Okay.
Even the winch won't do it.
What if? All right. Let me really bear down here.
Are you gonna just ram me?
Well, I was going to pull you out, but
Oh, well, please.
I can't attach to you. Can you attach to me?
That seems to be the problem, is I can't attach to goddamn anything. This truck is just like, nah, bro,
Oh,
you
there we
fucked
go.
it. Alright, start pulling.
I am.
What is with this tree?
You got so stuck in that tree that a fucking Hemet with a full load can't yank you out. Okay, I'm gonna try inertia. No, just broke.
Alright, no, I am trying a thing now. I'm gonna pull the winch sideways.
Okay.
Okay, it is slowly moving.
Yeah.
It is imperceptibly shifting.
Do you need a bonk from behind?
I think a bonk might help, actually.
It's wedged between your bed and your cab. That's why.
Perfectly. Perfectly. It is
Well,
perfectly
I'm stuck in the
wedged.
mud now.
The winch is now making noise, but the vehicle isn't moving.
Can you try rocking back and forth while you're doing that?
You know what? I will. It seems that the geometry is unfavorable.
If need be, if need be, unpack your cargo and then recover. I've got the little cargo crane. I can pick it up.
We are not going to play crane games.
I'm gonna play crane games because you are stuck.
I refuse. I refuse! Yes! See, all you have to do is get mad enough and you can do it.
I suppose.
That's the secret. Get mad, hold foot to floor, and refuse. Now we have to drive through this fucked up town that isn't real anymore. Okay, they have Food Mart.
I hit the same.
Oh my god.
Didn't stick me yet.
There is... Okay.
They have the food library.
No, they have Bar Inn.
Bar Inn. Okay. I've been to one of
And
those,
it's-
but we call those a Radisson in the States.
Yeah, well, it says Bar Inn, and then on the side of the building it says High Speed Food. High Speed Food. High Speed Food.
Well, maybe it's like a COVID thing, you know?
No, look, High Speed Food, Lounge Bar Restaurant Diner, Bar Inn, Food Mart, all in the same building.
Well, that's not even all of the building, because there's also cafe, bar, diner, Irish pub.
Welcome to Irish Pub Bar Diner, Farm Store Shop Goods Buns Arctic Fog, Lounge Bar Restaurant Diner, open
USA.
24/7, barbecue. What is this? And as USA, this is Canada. Has American flags on it?
Oh man.
What is NERBS? NERBS Bowling Club,
What?
Lounge Bar.
Hold on.
No, come back
what's
here.
Nerves?
No, please. Please come back here. I just
coming.
want you to watch my reality melt. I'm not having a stroke.
Nerves.
NERBS. Oh, no, what does it say on the inside of the glass?
Lounge bar open 24/7. There's also coffee cafe shop since 1690.
What?
Bowling.
I don't think Lloyd's has been around that long. I want to leave this place.
1690 was like there was maybe a couple of trappers in Ontario in 1690, right?
What is this? That's a place you go in where the music skips and everyone turns around at the same time to look at you. Yeah, these are cognito hazards, people.
The Hemet has the armored front in SnowRunner, can ram walls at high speed, and take no damage. Just the suspension and tires are paper mache. I can smell the cognito hazards. Yeah. Well, look,
It says Chief Center.
There's a
Food
building.
court.
Food court?
Read the top sign.
Food court line drivers, 50% off.
Off. Roadside Tavern Ferret.
Since 1870. Okay, hold on. What's the little sign that sticks out? Cold beer. Always ready.
And more pumpkins,
And then-
inexplicably.
Across the street is an actual, like, small town strip mall, and none of those buildings have anything on them. They're apparently residential now. Okay, let's get out of here. Fuck this.
This place creeps me out, man.
Everybody has blue Dodge Durangos. Is this a
This is a cult. This is a cult. This is like Far Cry 6.
Did anybody play Far Cry 6?
I'm gonna make Mike and Hutz play it because Hutz is from South America and I want to see what he says.
Oh, this is to load fuel. This is not to fuel up.
What?
Where do I get fuel then? Okay, can't get fuel.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Let's just go. Let's just
Just
go
gonna
before
go.
cognito hazards.
Those are actually pretty reasonable gas prices.
That's per liter.
Oh. Alright. I just assumed that the guy who changed the signs burned up. It hadn't been adjusted to the scarcity.
I'm a little worried. This town kind of freaks me out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who took the time to paint that inside the truck? This is volunteer firefighter stuff, 110%. I say that lovingly, as a former firefighter myself.
What happened here?
Rock slide.
Why did you have to drive over the top of
I
the rock?
probably would. I would suggest not driving over the top. I was worried about tipping.
Who tips first, the man or the truck? Let us find out tonight.
You can see more strange and deserted towns in Russia. Maybe the devs are inspired by that.
This place is just creepy. Because it's almost normal, but
Welcome
it's
to
not.
the Uncanny Valley.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a town name. I'm gonna put that in my back pocket. What's the name of this town? Uncanny Valley.
Don't fall down it. Don't fall down in Uncanny Valley. You may lose your mind.
Well, I mean the gas prices. That's
That's how they lure you. That's how they get you.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's per liter, so yes, but it's also in Canadian dollars, which are worth less, so it probably evens out, right?
Ah, yeah, Canadian dollars. That good old what's it called?
Uh,
Canadian Tire money.
yeah, Canadian monopoly money.
So
Uh,
what do we do here?
I am going to pick up the consumables. So
How?
I have crane.
But you have no room to pick them up, do you?
No, I don't. Not officially.
What do you mean not officially? I'm a little alarmed here. I've been party to many of your adventures.
We're
Are
fine.
we gonna are we gonna see an accident?
No.
Just a very slow one.
There we go. Open storehouse. Loading. Okay. There we go. We don't have any consumables because we need metal beams, metal rolls, and long planks to build consumables.
What is this place?
Okay. So metal beams and metal rolls and long planks are all 2 cargo unit deliveries.
You know what's weird is these containers behind me say crude oil on them.
That's some really good seals on that. It must be a new Connex. Or do you mean the
Yeah.
ones that are upright?
No, I mean, look, it says crude oil, but next to it's a water tank. Now, I'm not exactly an expert on petroleum storage, but I don't think you're allowed to store those things next to each other. Okay, so where are we going?
Okay, so we have a decision to make. Do
Oh,
we
yes. Uh-huh.
deliver these, recover, go pick up the stuff to get the consumables? Or do we park these here, go pick up 2 other trucks to pick up the stuff to get the consumables, bring that here, and then do it all in one trip, go into the other map to deliver this stuff?
I'd say deliver these first. Let's deliver
Okay.
these first, and then we can, yeah. All right, this is Cognito Hazard Town.
We're going to be spending more time in that there town.
I
Good
don't like
evening,
it.
Rimward.
Every time I drive around that town, my eyes hurt. Another little happy Canadian flag.
The Canadian flags appear to be made out of sheet metal, if you look at them close.
It's the sheetrock flag. Welcome to the town of Sheetrock, where everything's very firm.
Alright, hold on. Let's stop at the monument to Pulaski's and make sure we're going. Deliver to burned. To the water tower. Okay. Yep, we got this. We're good. We just follow the main road. Easy peasy.
Uh-huh. All right, no, it's gonna be fine.
That's great.
Everything's gonna be all right.
We're good. We're golden.
It's the wrong tone.
You're talking to my boy all wrong.
All right, so
I find
they're
it
gonna.
funny that nobody can do a good walk-in, but everybody wants to because it's just such a fun accent to try to imitate.
I'm gonna say this: Christopher Walken is gonna play the Emperor, the Padishah Emperor, in
Yes.
the next Dune, and someone is just gonna clip that line from Joe Dirt into that movie. I know they're gonna. I love fan edits. I know it's gonna happen, and they're gonna clip that bit out of Gigli into it. You know. Yeah, I can't do a good Christopher Walken. I can't do many good imitations. I don't have the range of voice.
Neither do I. I say in a growl that sounds like gravel in a coffee maker.
Speaking of gravel and a coffee maker, did I ever tell you about the time the old U.S. Navy guy I was talking to told me how he made coffee?
I think you have, but let's
So
go. Yeah.
what he said is he says you fill the percolator to the top, then use a ruler to level it off, and then make the coffee. And I said, at what part do you remove the old coffee? And he said, no.
RB pipes.
He said, let it ride.
Have I ever told you about recursive coffee?
Yes. Tell Chad. Tell Chad about recursive coffee.
Yeah, we had a lead petty officer who his favorite way to make coffee when coffee no longer worked was he would pour the coffee into cups and then run it back through the coffee maker. This passage is blocked. We have to go another way.
Oh my god. What do we do now?
We find the other way. The other way is right there. Where do we get? That's gonna be rough.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay. So, we're going to turn around in this little gravel pit next to us. And then we're going to come here to here. Yeah, that'll do it. To here.
I don't like this adventure so far. So far, we've managed to take pot. We've been to a warehouse that shouldn't exist. We've driven through Cognito Hazard, the town, aka Happy Valley, population 0. And then we've seen sheetrock flags, but the flag above the tunnel moves.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, no, just. Yeah. Sure. We're probably going to run out of gas.
Yeah. That is a distinct likelihood, in which case I will have to bring the crocodile around with the fuel tank. Okay. So, yeah, recursive coffee. He would run old, kind of awful coffee through the coffee maker again, using it in place of water over sometimes the same grounds, sometimes new grounds. And he'd do this 3 or 4 times in a day. That coffee maker died after he'd been with us about 6 months.
I wonder why.
Yeah, imagine that.
I remember.
Do not want that third trailer o pipes up there.
Don't worry about it. We're not
3.
pulling. No, oh god.
Okay,
I hate when chat points out how dumb we are.
This is perfect. Yeah, we needed to come up here.
We needed to.
Have they finally fixed the imperial metric water glitch? That's a thing? Okay, somebody tell me about the imperial metric water glitch.
Why? Are you just gonna take that?
Yeah, we need 3.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, why hitch it up when you can just pull it with a cable, right?
Well, I was getting it in position to hitch it.
Truckers all the time, they don't hitch their trailers. They just put a little rope in there and just pull it at speed.
All right, we're on our way. I've got 63 gallons left. That's about 2/3. What are you at?
I'm at 52 gallons.
Which is about how much of your total?
2/3.
Okay, I think we can do this.
Last words.
So how do I get
All
my
right.
trailer I rolled upside down a mountain back? Well, so you can fight really, really hard for it, or you can decide that it lives there now, and it's just going to become a cool hiking destination for people in like 40 years.
I remember when we had that trailer on my game that you wedged upside down so hard that it is now permanently in the starter area,
Yeah.
and it won't even move. It's just part of the terrain.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens sometimes. You gotta watch out for that.
I remember on one of my maps, there are so many loose items in the woods that it's actually it's a challenge in its own to get around.
I'm trying to remember what map it was. It was Maine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maine. There's a lot of stuff just abandoned on what should have been shortcuts, and it turns out positively were not.
Now just let me sit here. I'll be cool.
Hold on.
There we go. You know what's great so far is you haven't brought out Tippy Truck even once.
The night is young.
Don't.
That'll be my fuel truck.
Bring out Tippy Truck. Be like, oh, cool, look, and we're dead.
Sometimes in Tippy Truck, rolling down the mountain is a faster way to travel.
That is true.
Water break.
Water break. Okay.
Water break.
Did my water.
Fix came out with the Mastodon's release. Okay.
Ah, all right.
You couldn't get water if you were using gallons? That is wonderful. Oh, good lord.
Different size nozzle.
Oh, that bridge looks really good. Okay, we're doing this.
Why? This looks like a fucking set out of Indoor. All right, come on.
It moves when you're on it. Be careful.
Why?
I don't know. It just does.
Who made this? Who made this fucking Jacob's Ladder? No, I'll just sit on the bridge. I'm cool. Could we build a normal bridge out here in the woods? Nah, let's just use the abandoned pieces of a blown down house.
That looks like the kind of bridge you build when you want to get to your gold panning claim easier.
It looks like the kind of bridge you build if you want to sit under it as a troll.
Alright, yeah, we're getting there. Max 10 tons, exactly. Oh yeah, we'll need service truck at some point.
Oh, God.
You,
All right,
you
now
really
what?
don't like service truck, dude.
Look, I love service truck when I drive it because I know I'm going over on the side. I've just made my blessings. But when I have to depend on other people with service truck, I feel in reciprocity what you guys feel when I drive it.
That's fair.
Do you need a bump?
I may actually need
Good.
a bump. Give me a second. I'm going to try and... Nope, that's too far away.
I'm pushing, but all I'm doing is burning gas. Okay, that's moving now. So how much does bread cost out here? Probably $80 a loaf, right?
It would have to. Like, there's
Just-
nobody in that town making bread, certainly.
Oh no, because they're not human. They're like, I too enjoy bar food diner.
Bar food
I enjoy
diner
it.
car part?
I enjoy it. My friends and I enjoy pumpkin harvest time.
Many pumpkins.
They'll have pumpkins in front of their buildings. I haven't seen a single fucking pumpkin patch or Halloween decorations.
Yeah, it's just pumpkins.
Just pumpkins.
Maybe it's the Eastern Europeans that made the game fundamentally misunderstanding the season.
Ah, yes, it is time for Pumpkin Town.
Who put those signs there?
Somebody who's looking for kids to bake into bread.
Okay, we're almost at the hard water crossing.
This is like a grown-up Grimm's fairy tale land.
Yeah, you're not wrong. As we follow my little breadcrumb trail over to the...
We're gonna find a fucking wicked witch out here.
Oh, hey,
She's
in
like,
case you didn't know, Rockfall. There's a nice highway sign.
All right. Why not? Somebody came out here with a city truck and put that there.
Yep. I bet they even used a little post hole driver to put it in the muck. Alright, yeah. Doing this. It's going good.
Don't say that.
Well, look at that. I'm already crossed. And you nearly are as well. Yeah. Now we're doing good. Good time. Making good time. We'll hit our on-time bonus.
What's an on-time bonus in these parts?
Probably a second squirrel.
I don't like this part of the world.
If this were accurate, every sign should be riddled with bullet holes. Yeah, that's accurate out here. That looks kind of deep. Yeah, that's fine. They're very proud of the fish in these crossings. There's fish in here?
All I see are rocks.
Yeah, we call it the granite salmon.
Ah, yeah. God damn.
Almost no tarmac.
Yeah, this is pretty cursed as far as terrain goes.
Oh, hey, there's water over the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah. On episode 56 of the BPL podcast backlog, working my way through it as I play EVE Online and RimWorld. Speaking of which, back to War Crimes the game. Excellent. That sounds like fun.
That reminds me, I need to... Well, actually, every time someone mentions RimWorld, you have to go reinstall your 800 mods.
That's true. Speaking of the podcast, I have been so fucking distracted I haven't done any questions. I feel terrible.
Don't worry. I actually downloaded the rest of the questions. We have finally caught up to 2023 in the questions on the podcast.
Have we? Good God.
Finally. It only took 3 years. I am 8 months behind on emails.
But we're up to date on questions.
Well, the problem is I'll sit there and I'll respond, and someone will say, Tex, hey, I like your vids. And I'm like, thanks, brother. Thanks for the nice. And then they'll write me back, like, you know, a novel. And so, being a nice guy, I will sit there and read the novel, and then I will compose a response. And then by the time I've done that, I've gotten 8 more emails. And I'm just like, oh my God.
You need one of those astronaut auto pens.
No, what I need is I need a secretary. I need somebody like Janine from Ghostbusters who's like, what do you want?
God, I'm trying to remember what other roles she was in besides me. That's kind of it. Right?
Well, that was her best role. I'm sure she went to like conventions and she was like, remember me? And they're like, oh yeah, phone lady.
You know, honestly, it's an awesome role in that film. If that's what pays the bills, then fuck yeah, flaunt it.
It's memorable. That's what people forget about roles, is it's like... See, that's something I kind of think on as a content creator. A lot, actually. Is a lot of people are out there trying to chase relevance. You know, they're like, well, I don't get as many people streaming as, you know, like, whoever. And you're like, well, that's nice and all, but do you like what you're doing? Because if you like what you're doing and it pays for itself, then, you know, do it. Because I'm sure that there's some people who've made a whole career in Hollywood just being extras. And unlike a lot of big name actors, they can say they were in 800 movies.
Yeah.
They can say they had all of the fun and none of the bullshit and still got a paycheck. And that's kind of how I see myself, as a lot of people, especially of my generation, try to act like they're going to be the protagonist of their own adventure. And I'm like, no. I'll settle for like mid-tier NPC energy. Like, I want to be that memorable NPC. I don't want to be the protagonist of anything.
You need somebody to play the body? I'll do that.
See, there you go.
She was in Designing Women? Okay.
I think I saw that movie once.
I've never seen it.
Well, there's a lot of movies that I'll watch just to put something on in the background.
Annie Potts has 112 acting credits on IMDb, primarily TV work. Grandma and Sheldon? Okay, yeah, I never watched either of those.
I believe
Sheldon,
Grandma is the role.
The Sheldon-verse is not my thing.
The Sheldon-verse. It probably has a wiki.
I'm certain it does.
Everything has a wiki.
I don't begrudge anybody that liked it. It's not my thing.
You know, Knife Fight City has a wiki.
Yes.
There's a Discord dedicated to making up Knife Fight City movies, and I dipped in and was like, you guys are great. I don't care what you do with this. Please enjoy. Because memes belong to the world, you know? That's kind of another problem of creators of my generation, is they feel they need to own everything. You know, they're like, this is my meme. This is my t-shirt of the meme. You must purchase the meme. And I'm like, nah, man. Memes belong to everybody.
Did you know we've been on the highway the entire time?
This is not a highway. This is a low way. You know what we got that's really good, though? That's really interesting is Mike has started work on the Traveler game we were in.
Oh God.
Yeah, we're gonna end up. If people like the Magistrate of Mundanus, they'll love Traveler. Okay, I hate to say this.
Awful.
I hate to say this, but I'm very low on gas. Where are we going?
Where are you out of? We've got a long way to go.
Son of a bitch! I have 18 gallons.
Okay, hold on. Maybe we can. What is that? Oh, it's a yeah. Maybe there's fuel somewhere.
Maybe there's fuel somewhere.
I'm not seeing it on the map, so all right, this may be where we have to park these.
And then go get gas and bring it here.
And go get gas and bring it here, yes. I've got 25 gallons. You said you've got like 12?
18. Let's just roll.
Just roll until we stop?
Yeah, let's roll until we're out, and then we go get the fuel guy, and we bring the fuel out here.
Okay. I don't know where that...
Traveler is one of my favorite RPGs of all time, because it's been around since... Yes?
Take that right that you were parked right next to.
Okay. And then what?
And follow it.
Okay. But Traveler is one of my favorite RPGs of all time because anything goes, and they've embraced the yes and thing. So, like, let's say you want to do, like, My Little Pony War Crimes is Magic in a sci-fi setting. Traveler's okay with that. They just go, there's your Traveler universe, and then there's the Traveler universe. And they don't care how much of it you use or don't. Okay, left or right?
Hold on.
Where? How about you just tell me where we're going, and I'll drive there.
We're going to the burned out water tower.
Water tower under repair.
Yes.
Okay. All right. But yeah, Traveler doesn't give a fuck. They're just like, oh, you wanna burn, you wanna play like Space Viking Hobo Murder Boner Adventure? Go ahead. You wanna play Sword and Sorcery in a Barsoom setting? Go ahead. They don't care.
Yeah.
Traveler is great.
And
Traveler is fantastic.
So
Traveler is like a
long-lived.
whole. Oh, that's why it's a phenomenon. Because D&D it started off as kind of setting agnostic, and it wasn't until much later that Faerun became, generic D&D, and there's the Forgotten Realms and the Remembered Realms, e.g. the Sword Coast. But there's a lot of other D&D settings that just kind of got lost along the way. There's Mystara, there's Ravenloft, and a lot of stuff that's really cool, but the more popular of editions of D&D have just kind of waterboarded them out of existence. They just got soup crackered. They're gone. And so I'm sitting there going, well, what about Traveler? Traveler has the Third Imperium, and you can use as much or as little of that as you want. They don't care. They don't care.
For a lot of people, the Third Imperium is Traveler. And I set my stuff in a period that's kind of contentious within some of the Traveler circles because, it was a lesser liked period of time there.
And that's fine.
That's what interests
me. But Traveler's cool with that.
Yeah.
Because every Traveler universe that somebody makes is ultimately yours. That's all that matters. It's ultimately yours. The Traveler universe is ultimately yours. You're making it, you're shaping it, is ultimately yours. Traveler is insane.
Alright. I am having trouble keeping up with you. That's great.
Well, Mitch, believe it or not, the reason that Traveler is a lot of Asimov and a lot of Heinlein and Clark is because Mark Miller, who wrote all that stuff, when he talked about writing Traveler as a games designer, he said the secret to writing a really good game is not to go out of your way and just start writing, but you must consume science fiction. You have to go read all the stuff before you haul off and start saying, this is the best. You have to read all the things. He has in every interview he's ever done, he's given out a reading list of all the books and everything that just inspired him, and it runs the gamut of everything. And yeah, I've seen people do Babylon 5 Traveler, I've seen people do XCOM Traveler, I've seen people use Traveler to do Halo, I've seen, every last little bit. Traveler is pretty badass. Our Traveler game was pretty dumb, but great in the best way. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of writers for sci-fi will just go, this is my setting, and this is this way because this way. Traveler's just a combination of a bunch of ideas, and you can take as much or as little of it as you like, and then just put your own shit into it. It has no pretension of this is good or that is bad. It's, if you go in my universe, there's only humans. Okay. In my universe, it's only the weird aliens. Okay. Traveler doesn't care. It's just classic, good old-fashioned sci-fi.
I assume you're up here somewhere?
I am. I'm trying to get up to the top of that hill where I need to be. But I chose a fucked up area to do it in, and I'm dumb, and now I'm getting back up on the road. I'm bogging down, but I'm running out of gas.
Are you up there? Oh, shit, yeah. You're saying that's a bad place to try and get there.
I wouldn't.
I think we are supposed to go in from the north.
I ran out of gas.
I
ran out of gas.
I have 9 gallons, and I'm burning 3 gallons a minute.
Oh, I'll see you here. Yeah, don't go up this way.
I'm just going to get to the road under you and probably go get the fuel truck.
But no, Traveler's fucking bonkers. I love Traveler. Okay, I'm not going to recover. I'm going to change truck, right?
Yes.
Wait, no. What do I have to do?
Go to the garage in the other map and switch to it.
Right. And then I have to go to the garage, and then I have to get Mr. Fuel Truck Man.
Yes.
Okay, I'll get my fuel truck. But no, Traveler's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Would Spelljammer be better with Traveler? Probably.
There's some stuff that I did that, in retrospect, I would not have done. That's every game.
Oh, well. Well, yeah, but, I mean, we fucked your game up by... Well, I don't want to ruin it for people. That was great. You're like, who the fuck's this guy? He's like, I'm the bad guy. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but not like the Billie Eilish kind of bad guy.
He was a good bad guy. So we need to drive to the Burn Forest.
Shame you can't just run it down the hill in neutral. I want to implement in this game that you can run it on the starter until the battery runs down.
Well, that's fucked up, but yeah, you can do that. You could probably get another 100 yards. Okay, so we need to go the long way round.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that narrow bit up there. That looks like the devil.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Maybe not. That does actually look like the devil. I don't think I can make it that way. Fuck. All right. I'm going to have to go through Cursed Town. Yep, we have to go through... Yeah, we have to go through Curseville again. I was trying to avoid it. I don't need any more cognito hazards. I have enough for this lifetime, thank you very much. Okay, then I have to drive across the lake. Why? What happened to this town? I don't think a forest fire eats the river.
Okay, hold on. So we gotta go here?
I'm plotting a course.
Oh, you're plotting a course? Okay.
I'm plotting a course because we drove yours. Now we're going to drive mine.
Yeah, well, now that we know which one we've got to go to, I was like, oh, yeah, no, that's pretty easy. It's pavement most of the way.
Yeah, we thought we were very clever, and the game was like, oh, you sons of bitches.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, I got my course. It has 800 waypoints.
Okay, good.
All right.
God damn it. I was trying to stay within your hitbox so that we stayed incorporeal.
I don't want to be Ghost Truck. We're going this way.
Okay.
I can only imagine the road noise.
On yours or mine?
Either.
Yeah, because having driven, not the, God, what is, this is not the Gaz 66. This is, Ural 54? Gaz 54? I think this might be the Gaz 50. Anyway. Haven't driven that specific vehicle, but I have driven Dodge Power Wagons of the same vintage, and good lord. Also, you got some speed on that thing, man.
I put the biggest engine in there because I'm an idiot.
Police Department Federal Building?
I'm not looking at any of it. I'm not going to read any of it.
Fire hydrant.
I refuse to.
Where did you go?
I've crossed the bridge already.
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to put it in low gear for half a second so I can catch up.
Oh, I'm waiting.
This thing's slow, slow on the takeoff, slow on the middle, slow on the top. Did that say grocery store's office?
I'm not paying attention to any of these cognito hazards. I've told you I'm not going to.
All right, I'm here.
I'm not gonna do it. All right. Please don't hit me.
Okay.
Please don't.
No, you're good.
Thank you. That's my Christmas present from you. Please don't flip this truck over. I'll do it on my own. I will break my own truck. Thank you very much. Oh no! Speaking of, it just rolled over on its own. It just did that. It did that just to fuck with me. Right as I said it, it was.
I tried to get under it so that you didn't roll.
You were very brave. You tried. Now, if you push it over a little bit, I'll use the winch. Yeah, it just rolled on its own. It just does this.
You know, sometimes trucks get sleepy.
I gotta lay down.
I gotta lay down.
I found out why my suspension is so shit.
Yeah?
It's all leaf springs.
Oh, good lord. Oh,
yep,
yeah.
Tippy truck. Yeah, it's all leaf springs. That's why this thing drives like ass. I was like, why is this thing moving like a fucking waterbed? Ah, yes. The tiny truck will pull the big truck over.
That's worth a shot. I don't have enough oomph to move you in either direction.
Well, I guess this lives here now. You know, I thought I was smart, but I'm not. Actually, I bet you could do this. Get up on that ridge just to my left, and you could just pull it over. I'm sure you could.
You think so?
I bet you could. I bet you could.
Okay.
I believe in you. But why is it all leaf springs?
Not just all leaf springs. They're all leaf springs that are flattened out even when they're not under load. They've been dead for 40 years. You are the average deuce-and-a-half owner who bought the truck surplus in 2008 and has never done any maintenance on it and wonders why it cries when you start it.
I would love a deuce and a half, but I live in a place where if you had one, you would regret owning a deuce and a half.
Yeah. I would not own one.
I bet you could just pull it right over, and then I will just put it in a gear and roll it down the mountain. Uh-oh. Okay. I see you up there.
Getting a little weird up here.
Yeah, no shit. I'm just sitting there watching you drive around like a bad truck commercial. Like the camera's in the wrong angle.
The camera's kind of in the wrong angle for me, too.
Okay, I see you.
Okay, that truck, or that tree is steady. The other two bowled right over. Can I reach you? I can.
All right, let's do this. See? Oh, shit.
You broke it?
It broke. This is a bad, bad moment. I just knew that there would be like fuel pouring out the top of this right now. All right, come on. Back it up. Okay, a little bit. Uh-huh.
It's going to pull me off of here if I don't anchor against the tree.
Why is it just going sideways? There we go. There we go. All right.
Be careful.
No.
Be careful.
It just rolled.
God.
Hold on. No, I got another winch. Yeah, the fuel is heavy as shit.
Yeah, it is. That's why I bring the small ones.
Oh my god. All right, I'll recover it. I'll be back in a minute. I'm not bringing the smaller one. That's defeat. All right, we got this. This is like an infomercial for land anchors. Yeah, it is.
Oops, all springs.
One of my favorite things to see. One of my favorite things to see are when people get, an off-road Jeep, and they've got it lifted all the shit, and they've got, everything all set up. And you've got this giant 300, $1 million suspension on it. And, they've got like 55-inch tires, and they're just sitting there driving around on pizza boxes. And it's just huge. And then you see it disappear from their life. And you go, well, what happened? And they just give you a look. Like, don't ask. And it's because they yahooed up into the rocks, like we just did, rolled that thing and crushed it like an egg.
Yeah.
Now, I've driven off-road. I've driven off-road quite a few times. I had an old Ford Bronco, not a 60s one. I had a 90s one, with a 351 Windsor in it. Very torquey motor. And I remembered seeing people with these lifted whatever trucks, and I'm like, that seems too high, And I would see them just kind of littered around the area.
Yeah.
Just like camping detritus. All right, I'm coming back through. Except this time, I will not make the same mistake twice. I will make entirely new mistakes.
That is important.
Well, the Boy Scout manual says swear and drive fast. So here we go. I made the corner almost. She almost went over.
Are you still
Sweet.
in my game?
Yes, I'm in your game.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you were quite fast getting back.
Yes.
Alright, hold on. I'm coming.
Which is hilarious because I've never seen an engine swap kit for an AM35 that gives it 800 bajillion horsepower.
Yeah.
Most of the engine kits for this are like, we replace the ancient, motor with one that's newer.
Yeah, it's now as fast as, most Caterpillars.
Yeah, they're like, it can do 60.
There you are. Oshkosh trucks come with a 6-pack.
Okay,
Why
this thing
use
is
an
way...
old VW? It's not the best for off-road, but the scrapyard near me has endless cheap spares. I watched somebody take a just bone stock Subaru SUV before they even had like the Forester, like late 80s Subaru. So station wagon, not SUV. And they're driving it around the little off-road area where all of the very rich people will take their $80,000 quad purchases and go destroy them. Because that's
I you know what I really thought would be a really cool car to bring back is the Subaru Brat.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a Ute.
It is.
That's what America needs more of. Not quite a pickup, not quite a car. What the fuck? Did you see that?
I did.
What was that?
You bounced on a rock, and now this tree is possessed.
Yeah, the terrain swallowed me up. What in the cinnamon toast fuck happened? Why do I have chains on? Because that's what I found it with.
I think I have chains on too. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but your truck isn't 8 bajillion tons of kerosene.
So if you have not played this game, the numbers for the like tires. It'll be like, oh, this is a good tire in mud, and it's an excellent tire off road. Yeah, those don't mean anything. It's literally just feel good.
All right, pull winch. Let's do this. Just pull it right back over onto its feetsies.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
No, we're good. We're good. Keep going. Oh, she's slipping.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I think we've made each other's life. I'll get a different truck. God damn it. Okay. It's all fine.
I was going to give it another
fine.
shot and just reset so I wasn't pulling crosswise.
No, I know what I need to bring. I just need to bring one of them that are Soviet wagons.
Yeah, the Soviet bias is pretty strong.
It is. It's fine. Bring the Tatra.
Yeah, the Tatra's nice. Everybody likes the Tatra.
Tatra, I am made of fire.
And tinfoil.
Yeah.
No, I was watching one time a bunch of guys with those really expensive like Razor quad bikes. They're not bikes, so I don't know what those are. Side-by-side quads.
Yeah.
And what they had elected to do with their day was they'd found a dirt hump.
A dirt hump.
Yes, that wasn't exactly intended to be a ramp, but it was kind of ramp-shaped.
So a ramp-shaped object.
Ramp-shaped object made of dirt.
Right.
And they were getting up as much speed as they could from the hill on the far side and hitting that and jumping across the established off-roading trail. And then rolling and just demolishing their side-by-sides. I watched a woman almost get her arm cut off because she had her hand up bracing on the roof when it rolled, midway through going 50 miles an hour down the hill. Yeah, and I watched people destroy probably $200,000 worth of equipment right there. One of them just left it there.
It lives here now.
Yeah.
I've said that.
Yeah. That's the, and I'm just sitting there because I was trying to drive from point A to point B. You know, I was doing shakedown stuff on the Russian truck, and saw one of those. Yeah, at least you've got salvage rights on all the plastic. There probably wasn't a straight piece of pipe left in that roll cage.
If you have a Sawzall, it fits in the bed.
Yeah.
You can say that a lot about a lot of stuff.
I will say the Mahindra Roxor not Jeeps are interesting. I'm starting to see those.
I think those are cool, and I think that they would be
in trouble for certifying those for road use.
I like their diesel option, though that'll never come to America.
Mm-hmm. Water brake.
Water brake.
They tried to bring the Brat back as the Baja, and it lasted about 2 years.
I'm driving past police department, federal building.
Police department, federal building bar?
I just don't like it.
Maria, what's the Russian vehicle you were taking on a shakedown? I own a Gaz 69M. The two-door...
The M stands for modernized.
It does, but modernized in about 1960. There was a further incremental modernization, that is the M72, which were only for export purposes, because the Russians were moving on to the UAZ by that time.
I rode in a UAZ 469 for about 4 hours.
They're fun little trucks.
They're fun, but after 4 hours and sitting in one, I was like, no thanks. Because the guy was trying to sell it to me, and he's like, isn't this fucking cool? For the first hour, hell yeah, it's cool. It's definitely 1960s vehicle. Hour 4, you're like, pass. It's enough adventure for me, thanks, you know?
Thank you, sir. I've had enough.
Now, if I had all the money in the world, if I won the lottery, I would get like a 49 Ford Custom. And that's it. That is not even an expensive used classic car. A straight 6 engine is enough for me. I don't need anything fancy. I'd have something like that. And I'd get a 1940s suit. And then I would drive up to a local diner and speak in 1940s lingo until they called the police.
Yeah, no, the Gaz is an interesting truck. Mine is in very different shape. So it's got the Polish Zook S21 motor in it. It came to me like that. I've got a Gaz 46 gearbox, which is the amphibious variant of the vehicle. I've got a whole bunch of radio suppression stuff that's halfway ripped out. Clearly, this was a radio vehicle at one point because there's mounts and places where mounts used to be all over the vehicle. So
You used to be able to buy those fairly cheap.
the Gazes,
Yeah.
oh, they're stupid cheap in Europe. I paid $3,000 for mine. It wasn't running at the time. No, somebody didn't sporterize it. It still appears to be military. It's got the military axles, all that. It's just, it spent some time in Poland, and Polish rednecks are a lot like American rednecks in that regard. You pop the engine because it's low compression gas, low RPM, and then you put something different in. The S21's a pretty common aftermarket engine for these, I'm told. It's fun going to the European forums where these things are discussed, because they'll say things like, "Oh yeah, if you want better engine cooling, you need to find a Polish Zook fan because it bolts up, but it has 6 blades instead of the Gaz 4."
Oh. So they're just like, oh, you need to improve the number of. Imagine sitting around and bragging about that. My fan has 6 blades. Good Lord.
Yeah. So no. Yeah, and the truck is very, very capable. Rack and peanut steering, you know it. So technologically, that truck is solidly in about 1942. It was made in 1964, was mine. The design was implemented, prototypes were made in 54, and they were in production by 57. But the technology is in many ways just a, if not direct copy of parts from Dodge weapons carriers from World War II or World War II Willys and GPW vehicles that we sent them, then it is that same idea, just slightly modified. I've been able to replace parts on this vehicle with Americans. It's currently got a M3081 master cylinder in it because it bolted right up. And the original master cylinder, I couldn't find rebuild stuff for it, and it was frankly not really worth saving. So yeah, no, it's crazy. You just gotta check what the measurements actually come out to, and then determine whether the difference between the American and the Russian measurement is the result of poor quality control and tolerances or not.
Imagine if you just got bored one day and you put in a 351 or 350 Chevy small block in there.
Won't fit.
Well, what is the beefiest engine you think you could put in there?
Maybe I could get the 300D diesel in there. 240 will definitely fit. I've seen them in it.
A 240D diesel is actually a really torquey motor.
It's very torquey.
It's like driving a tractor.
If this Zook goes, that's one of the things I'm considering putting in. I could probably get like the inline 6 out of a mail Jeep in there, but it'll be tight. I'll have to do some firewall work. The problem is it's very narrow engine bay because it's got that bull nose on the front of it.
Well, the straight 4 out of a 240 would work then.
Yeah. So, yeah, looking at... It's got an inline 6 now. Or no, an inline 4, sorry. It's got an inline 4 now. Which originally was a flathead copy of the Go Devil engine and is now an overhead valve. The interesting thing as well about standardizing your economy, as the communists did, is things like all of the bell housings in engines this size all fit 1 or 2 different transmissions. So the Zook S21 bolts right up with no adapter kit needed to the Russian gas transmission. Because, yeah, it's a planned economy. Why would you create something else when the state's already using transmission A?
I remember a friend of mine had a Ford 300 Custom from, I want to say, the mid-50s. And it was a nice little car, but he had like a 2-speed automatic transmission on it, which is amazing because you put your foot down, 0 to 15, lift your foot off, you hear the thunk, and then the rest of the miles an hour. And it's a long, slow rev to the rest of it.
What was top end on that?
Oh, God. I want to say he could probably do the century.
Or
I don't think he'd ever had it that fast because he said he ran out of straight, you know? Like, he couldn't go that fast in a direction.
Probably need, like, a space shuttle runway to pull that off.
Well, not only that, the thing that really made me worry was the brakes. Because he would stand on the brakes, and it took an appreciable amount of time to slow down. And after a certain point, you just start smelling them.
Yeah. So I've been fighting brake stuff on the gas for a little while. As you've been around for and heard me bitching about. Do it, Tex.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to. Oh, God.
Nah, you got it. I forgot you were in the Tatra. The Tatra is actually quite tip resistant. Anyway, but with that Zook S21, I've got tiny little drum brakes all around. I've got more acceleration and top end than I have brakes to stop it, so I haven't ever redlined it and seen what it'll do. It's happiest at about 35 miles an hour or lower. And at 35, you've got about 8 minutes before your leg gets uncomfortably hot. You got about 15 before you are having to physically remove your leg from the footwell because it is too hot. And that's with the little ventilation in front of the windshield open. Pistol says, I love the straight 6 engines. My brother had a 204 that ran for a week without oil. Had a 208 in the garage waiting for the replacement. Dad told him he couldn't change it out until the first one died. Were the Soviets into seared leg meats? Not necessarily. It's a really rough mesh between the gears because, again, these parts were rough cut and then meant to wear each other in.
You find
the
that
trick is
similarly.
to cut a hole in the footwell for air cooling. Yeah, but then I get cold in winter.
That's the similar issue with like AK-47s. Is I've seen people strip them, knock them all the way down, and then they go, this thing doesn't, this, I put it back together and it doesn't fit right. And I was like, give it a bit. Just it'll work back together the way it's supposed to be. Just not right away.
So I talked with a reserve tanker who had been assigned to one of the massive depots when he did his service for the Soviet Union at the time. And he said that he was in charge of a section of a massive depot of like 500 T-54, T-55 series tanks. And every week they had a certain number they had to go turn on, run for a couple minutes, get it to the red line, and then kill the engine and change the oil. And the reason was these had come fresh from the factory and gone immediately into storage because the T-64 series had already come out. They hadn't worn the engines in yet. So after running for 20 minutes, and especially after running under, at the top end of the power curve, there were metal shavings that looked like they'd come off a lathe in the oil pan, and you had to change the oil. And they'd do that for about, the first 30, 40 hours that they were run, and then they'd be fine. Like they were honed by a master machinist. How terrifying is that story?
Yeah, I know. I remember reading, especially in if you guys want a really good read, if you can find it. It's kind of a harder to find book now. It's not like super rare, but David C. Isby's Weapons and Tactics of the Soviet Union, either the first or the second generation of that book. There are a lot of amusing observations about Soviet armor and the break-in periods. And they talk about the early engine fires where, they'd run them on exercise when they were new, and then they would just burst into flames. And they were like, magnesium engine block hot. Uh-oh, it keep burning. What do?
Free iron supplements. Yeah, so that's kind of, was the case with a lot of Soviet manufacturing. Was they just designed things to have tolerances so large that wasn't an issue. And it's not that they couldn't get precise, because, they put Buran in the air. And you have to have precision to do space flight.
Oh, yeah. They led the world in metallurgy and rockets for a long time.
For a very long time.
But the issue is
see the need to at that level of manufacturing.
Yeah, mass manufacture in the Soviet Union is a really interesting historical study, because the AK-47 is a prototype that's out for many years before they decide to mass manufacture it, and you see a lot of changes made in order to make this a universal weapons platform.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really interesting, because if you look at your originals and then you look at what they went with later, it's a lot of interesting changes.
Well, and the AK is a very interesting look, just as a case study of Soviet manufacturing, because here they are, 10 years after the end of World War II, and they have to start doing milled receivers because they still have to work out kinks in the stamping process for mass manufacturing.
Well, the other thing that I thought was kind of interesting is you see Semenov's work, get briefly mass-produced. The SKS.
Did you know there's a deer crossing here?
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody came all the way out here with a city truck to put a deer crossing sign in the middle of the fucking woods.
Yes, to warn the high traffic load that there was a danger. We might harm the deer. Now, of all the guns that I think got it mostly right, I like the Galil. I'm a Galil guy. Yeah. I've built more than one, but the one I have is, I don't know, I might build another. I've got a 5.56 Galil, but I might actually build a 7.62 like full fucking NATO one.
I do like that they put a couple of crashed trucks in this burned forest image.
Yeah, that's us.
That's us. Yeah.
But no, I really like the Galil. I'm a Galil guy. I have a want of building an R4. I really want to build an R4. All right. I now need to hit the brakes because we have to get back to where we were.
Which is down here.
I want to build an SADF R4 at some point. I think that would be really neat.
Some of the interesting Portuguese or African pattern HKs have always interested me.
Well, if you want a Portuguese AK, buy a PTR, because that's where they got their dies.
Oh, yes.
All right, let's see. Tatra fuel carrier, refuel Tatra force. There we go. Now I can have water hammer.
Yeah. I think it's actually fuel hammer. Which is an awesome
Fuel
name
hammer.
for a band, yeah.
Isn't that song Sledgehammer, Fuel Hammer?
You doing okay back there?
I'm doing fine.
What did it say? Will you catch up?
I'll
Watch
get
for
there.
Fallen Rock.
Singular? Like Falling Rock 1?
No,
Like there's
Fallen
one?
Rock. The rock has already
Oh.
fallen.
So watch for it.
Either that, or it's like the Rock has entered his heel era. He's the
Oh.
Fallen Rock.
The Fallen Rock. Right,
Yeah.
so he's like, okay, I get you.
Like like when Sergeant Slaughter pissed off the WCW guys and they made him the bad guy during the Gulf War.
Yeah, that was hilarious. You know who was my favorite wrestler? I liked Macho Man a lot.
Yeah,
That's why I've made references to Macho Man,
constantly.
more than once in my streams and videos. But I also love the Iron Sheik.
Okay, yeah.
When he died, I stopped checking Twitter. He was the last reason I checked Twitter. Iron Sheik's postings, he would just say, "Fuck the Monday." And I'm like, yes. He didn't give a fuck. He was cool.
Yeah, he was a pretty cool guy.
He was also the only guy in a long time in that lineup who was like an actual wrestler. He could have beat the shit out of everyone in the WWF.
Yeah.
Like, he was an actual Olympic wrestler. He could have just wiped the floor with everyone. He was a good heel.
He was. He was a fantastic heel.
On my Patreon, I've been telling people to stop using social media. Like, I said, being angry and offended on a daily basis is a choice, and you just don't have to do it. And this one guy said, I don't think I can. Like, and I challenged him. I said, you know what? Don't even check my Patreon. Don't support me for a month or two. Just no internet. Just go find some books you want to read, haven't read. Go to your local tabletop, game store. Go get hands-on with nerd shit. And then check back with me. Guy checked back with me, and he's like, I lost 10 pounds, and I think my hair's coming back. I was like, well, yeah, I mean, you might want to get that weight loss checked out, though, because that sounds like that could be something else. But still, it's one of those things of don't do social media. Like, spend your time how you want. But Iron Sheik was the last good reason to be on Twitter. With him gone, there is no reason to be on Twitter. Alright, I am finally here with the giant tank of fuel.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna park this son of a bitch here.
Mm-hmm.
Change truck. And I'm gonna get these fucking pipes up to the top of there.
We're gonna go lay some pipe.
We're gonna go lay some pipe. We're gonna do it. I believe in us.
Actually, it's X now.
I don't care.
Yeah, our jobs also require us occasionally to have a Twitter. Did that strobe light sign thing ever get taken down? Yes, it did, like within 12 hours.
I just don't understand why people feel the need to live on social media. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
All right, I'm going to recover this truck because I got the pipe. Ah.
Oh, you're recovering your fuel truck?
Yep. Well, I recovered the flatbed because yeah.
Oh, you
Should
got
I
it
not
up there?
have- Yes. Yeah, I did because I'm cool.
I thought you said that was the wrong way to go. So I was coming up to take another way.
No, I did it. I did it anyways because I believe in me.
Okay. Well, then we need consumables.
We need consumables, huh?
We need one consumables, which means we need to deliver long planks. What else? It was long planks.
Long
It
planks.
was metal rolls and it was metal beams to the
All
warehouse.
right.
I don't know where you find any of those things.
All right. So we need to get stuff, and we need to bring stuff to place.
Mm-hmm. So that we can then pick up the single box of consumables and bring it to this water tower.
Okay. So what? Oh my god.
What do? I don't know.
I'm just bringing out the giant artillery tractor. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, it's not a bad way to go.
It doesn't turn so much as it just the world.
I think the world
moves.
turns under.
Yeah.
There's a trailer here. Who are you? I'm the manager of the water tower.
Okay, you deliver the pipes, right?
Mhm.
Okay, now we need consumables.
Yes. If you remember, we went to go pick up consumables on the way, so I was like, fuck yeah, we're gonna do this. And the
Right.
consumables were not there.
I'm sitting here looking around. Maybe we have to unlock more things to get consumables.
You think so?
Well,
That would be
I mean,
disappointing.
well, it says okay. Yeah, there's okay. It says contamination removal is something at the plant. So what is this contamination removal? All right. Select. Contamination removal. What do we need to do? Look, I have a truck and a dream.
Is that
And neither
actually
are
a
smart.
thing? Like, is there a
What?
giant Pulaski stuck in a tree stump in a roundabout in Canada?
Is there?
Is there? I don't know. The giant Paul Bunyan in the main map exists. That's actually up there somewhere. It's not the
Well-
biggest one, but it is one.
You're gonna have to check with what is it? All right, fire department administration. Let's see. I don't know what consumables like. Oh my god! All right. So if there is or is not, where are we going? I don't even know.
So we tried the warehouse right here, the one that shouldn't exist,
Yeah.
and it is out of consumables. Although it could make consumables,
How does it make them?
we have to deliver metal beams, metal rolls, and I believe medium planks.
All right, well, fuck it. Let's
Which we
just.
find up here at this warehouse, which is you can't see.
I see. I see.
Yeah, so
I
we
am
get all
looking at
those
the stream.
here.
So we go to the warehouse. That's all the way up here, and we grab some shit.
Yep, and we're gonna need
And we,
3 beds because it's 3 different items that are all 2 units long. One of us has to drag a trailer.
or we drive really fast.
Or we drive really fast. I will be right back while we're planning.
You know what? I'll just get a faster truck. See, I think ahead. I'll just be like, you know what? I'm gonna just race there. I'm gonna deploy the boy. See, let's see. Nope, 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 nope. Wait, what? This one can't carry a box? Son of a bitch! Alright, we're gonna retain that. Truck storage. Where's the fast boy? That's not a fast boy. That is a dumb one. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Yes. Alright. Yeah. 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 Alright. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I got this. Alright, here goes dumb. Dun 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 dun. I got this.
You got this?
Maybe. This one's not as tall. The civilian one is taller than the other AM-35, I think, by a bit.
Oh, you're taking the normal?
I'm taking the normie. I'm gonna haul ass like Uncle Sam told me to.
Good.
Holy shit, I drifted around that corner.
Yeah, that sounds like the Mark
Dude, look at me
30.
on the mini-map. I'm just hauling.
Yeah, you are. Good lord.
I'm just gonna drive fast. I'm going all over the road. I don't trust this Speedo. It ain't moved much.
No, the speedometers in this game are not the ones in the cab, nor the ones...
It says I'm doing 20. I ain't doing 20. Okay, I almost jumped that.
God, I'm trying to catch up.
You can't because I'm driving the cool wagon. I'm a cool motherfucker, man. Oh shit. Alright, I'm going sideways. That's not as cool. That is very uncool. I just rolled it. I went way too fast.
I'm coming to
Tippy
rescue
truck
you.
rides again. No, you're not. You leave me alone right now.
I'm on my way. The Speedo is pegged.
Oh god. What are you driving? What are you driving? Please tell me.
What looks like a bus and feeds on your fears.
Oh god.
Tippy truck.
Oh god.
How far up here are you?
Dude, I was hauling.
I know you were.
Okay, where you are, because I see where you are. Where you are about now is where I started to go sideways.
Yeah,
And right there is where I started, to go sideways. And then I continued to go sideways until I was sideways. Okay, that didn't help.
It didn't?
That didn't help. No. Now I'm just more sideways. Alright, so pull me with Moon Buggy. You can do this.
Oh, yeah.
Tiffy Truck is a helper sometimes. Now, the only difference, I think, that would make this a more complete AM35 experience is they would have a picture of it on its side and put low miles, $8,000.
No low ballers.
Well, I saw one guy that was offering like, oh, Bob Deuces and all that. You know, Bob Deuces can be nice. I know they're not great. They can be nice.
Yeah, they're not my style, but I don't begrudge anybody that enjoys them.
It's like it's a neat, you know, like if you had a farm, right? If you had a farm, a Bob Deuce would be pretty neat. But under most other circumstances, just no. If you're gonna own a deuce and a half, have a deuce and a half. Now on my to own list is a tank. But seeing as I've reached middle age and barely achieved house, I don't think that's gonna happen. That and tanks are very expensive.
They're
Not
expensive
just a
to
half.
buy. They're expensive to own. They're expensive to maintain.
That and a tank with a live gun, there's not many.
No. Without it, you could have just bought a D6 dozer.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh god. All right.
Howdy.
Okay, what do we need? Medium planks.
Yeah. Metal beams. I got the metal beams.
So what do I need?
Metal rolls or medium planks?
Okay, medium planks. Medium bricks, concrete, medium planks. Got it. I was like, why am I going so slow in reverse? Answer, parking brake.
Ah. I'll get you.
I'd love to have a deuce and a half, though.
They're fun. They're not as maintenance intensive as they probably ought to be. They're very simple systems.
They were designed to last World War III.
They were designed in the 50s to last through World War. You know, that was that magical period. In World War II, we designed and we used stuff that we knew had a service life measured in single-digit months. And it didn't matter because we were building so much of it. About 1952, 1953, we'd run through a bunch of the stuff that was new old stock for Korea, and we're sitting there going, man, I really wish these trucks weren't all worn the fuck out already. And that's how we got to the Mutt, the M38A1, the Deuce and a Half, the 800 Series 5 tons.
What are we doing here? Oh no.
Now we're fine. We can just drive through. I took a right turn, unintentionally.
I did the right thing the wrong way.
Yes.
Because I'm a dummy.
So I told you that I figured out what this thing actually is, right?
Yeah, it's a weird combi vehicle of things.
Yeah, it's a one-off that somebody made. Where do we deliver at? Oh, one. Okay, deliver those. If you use 1 and 3 to,
Oh, there we go. Right. So now we need metal rolls. Oh, we needed long planks.
Yeah, we needed long planks. Sorry.
God damn it. No,
So
it's all right.
Where are long planks? What are long planks?
What are long planks? Who was phone?
Redbud? It was the trailer all along?
The long planks.
I bet we've got to get those from a sawmill.
Why would anything be easy?
Are there at least metal rolls here? No, I had it pulled up. Stop. Let me look at what's in the warehouse. So they do have metal rolls here. I'm gonna go get the metal rolls, and we need to figure out where the long planks come from.
Where do the long planks come from? Where do
God,
they go?
I knew it.
Where do they come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Where seriously are they?
I don't know.
I'm scared now.
Long, long plank. Edward the Long Planks. Walk the long plank.
What? Oh, God.
Don't worry about it.
I just looked over and saw it fly. I saw your sin.
That only cost me 8 suspension.
8 suspension? That sounds expensive.
No, it's like a sixth of my total suspension. It's fine. Didn't even pop a wheel. That is... Somebody clip that. I want that in the intro.
Long planks. Alright, so we need... Okay, medium planks? Uh-huh. Alright. Where the fuck are the long planks?
You're lost in Canada. I once had a flat outside Ontario, and the meanest piece of graffiti I saw read, "Have a nice day." Okay, yeah. One for every wheel.
I am gonna just long planks.
I think long planks are a 4-slot item, says Ether.
Where?
I assume we have to find the sawmill.
We probably have to go do some quest to open the sawmill. There's probably some troll that lives under it who...
No, we just have to deliver long logs to turn into long planks.
Why?
For consumables. Because everybody knows when you're cutting things down to fit in a box that a person can carry, you need the longest logs possible. You can't use those medium logs or planks or 2x4s. Thank you, Kai.
I'm driving through Cthulhuburg.
Okay.
Long planks.
So let's
Oh, God.
check the burned forest. Water tower under repair, yeah. Log station.
Log station.
This gives us logs, okay. What about this
Log
warehouse?
station gives us logs.
Medium wooden. What's the difference between medium planks and wooden planks? And more. 8. Why can't I see the and more?
Because you have to go there to read their signboard.
I guess.
I'm just sitting here.
MH95.
If, you know, I could go there and try to find. Okay, sawmill next back for long. Oh, no. Sawmill.
Where's
next
the
map.
sawmill at?
Next map. All right, fine. We're going to have to go.
I assume up here in the black somewhere.
In the darkness of the grim Canadian woods. There are logs. Some of them are long.
It's a water tower.
I don't like it.
Is that the sawmill?
Is it the sawmill?
It's got an aerator fucking or aeromotor windmill on it. I think it's a farm.
You know what? I'm gonna just start driving to the next map. I believe in random chance. Let's do this.
Consumables is an odd choice for a bottleneck. Okay, so we know where the logs are because they're right here, right by the gateway. Sawmill. I'm gonna assume it's somewhere up here that is that sucks. All right.
I'm back at the fucky bridge. I'm at the... Oh, God. You were on it. It's where the GMC is. That's what Ether says.
Oh, so it hasn't been opened yet?
So we need to go over there. All right, fine.
Well, I've got a truck that's 99% of the way there.
I'm almost there to the other river.
So
I'll get
just
there.
Take that truck up there.
I'll get there myself.
No, you won't.
Don't say that. This stream operates on positivity and belief sometimes.
All right. Two paths diverged in the woods. I took the one less traveled. That's why I'm on a milk cart.
It's been a minute since I've seen a carton of milk with anything other than milk written on it.
Yeah, they stopped doing that when I was a kid.
I think they stopped doing that just because people were depressed. They're like trying to have their cereal and they're like, this child is missing. How can you enjoy breakfast?
God damn it.
Guilt milk.
Guilt milk PM.
From the makers of the Bacon Breakfast Bomb.
Guilt milk, yeah, that would be a pretty good corporate liaison shtick.
You know, that's the thing is somebody showed me a post that someone had made where a lot of the Space Station 14 servers now have a no making Cargonia rule, which is pretty funny. So it's nice to know that the memes have lasted.
Yeah.
Cargonia resides in all of us as part of that greater continuum of cargo, goods, and shenanigans.
Argonia.
Hail Cargonia. Miners don't die. Cargo techs push freight.
You know, they may not want it while they're still getting stuff going. But give it a year or two and they'll be doing nations rounds and all the same stuff.
Well, that was the thing is we invented nations rounds. The admins just had to deal with it. They were like, guys, this is supposed to be a blob round. And we're like, yes, Scientopia has declared its independence. It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be fun. I mean, it's a video game, right? I remember when we all got banned from the world server.
Yeah.
That was fun. For Cargo Con.
Yes.
we all showed up at this server that was near abandoned, and we decided that that would be the host of Cargo Con. So everyone showed up as Checkers derivatives, and we just walked around in the city and were drinking and celebrating and talking about stuff. You know, related to freight and cargo, and they're like, oh, on my station, blah, 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 on my station, blah, blah, blah. Cargo Con was fucking hilarious. Because I remember that there was a zoo, and the zoo had, you know, a certain amount of animals on it. And they were all extremely lethal, but they were behind like bulletproof glass. Well, we just removed the glass and we're like, we ought to free these guys. Let them out and have some fun. Those things killed everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Richard B. Chiggers for that one.
Yeah, we all had knockoff Randolph P. Checker's name. It was great. It was just all these really weird cargo workers, and we just walk around and broke things. That was great. That was probably the most people ever on that server. Okay, so where are we going?
Well, I'm going to the sawmill here to see if I can figure out what needs to happen to open it.
Oh, I also got banned on World Server for playing the mayor, and I said, I'm the mayor, I love meth. Like that was my mayoral decree of that was wrong. They were like, wrong, that's not how you play mayor. I was like, but it helps me do my work faster.
Yeah, this definitely is a sawmill.
They said they said that it was an unbelievable statement as mayor, so I sent them that, you know. I made a nod. Yeah, I said, well, Mr. Ford would disagree, and they didn't think that was funny. It was pretty funny because Boat Bomber was he was my lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And he busted in with a Glock to get me out, and then they arrested him and locked him up with me. And he's like, Boat Bomber's like, a good lawyer gets locked up with his client. I was like, I don't think that's true, but thanks. Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
I hope you guys are ready for the Christmas dump, because there's going to be a lot of Space Station 13 in it.
It's important.
Yeah, we blew up. Yeah, there's one where we blew up Frontier Station. Well, a guy I was with did. I just kind of helped him.
Okay, we got to figure out how to open the sawmill.
The Christmas dump is one of those BPL traditions that's been going on for years, and some years because I work or I'm sick or what have you, I don't get as many videos as I'd like out in it, but this year's shaping up to be special. How I'm getting there, I don't know. I can only see the next waypoint.
What do you... Hold on, stop. What do you have? Are you
Nothing.
bringing anything? You're bringing nothing?
Nothing. What do I need to bring?
I need you to go back to the warehouse where we're supposed to get the consumables from and pick up a cabin and bring it to the sawmill.
Bring a cabin?
A cabin. It's like somebody... It's like a little fucking trailer office. It's no
problem. Just your friends driving through the woods and you're like, oh yeah, go get me a house. Sure.
Okay, good.
No problem. Let me turn this son of a bitch around.
Spare parts.
Now the Christmas dump will be good this year because we had the hack and a lot of other videos just got eaten by the hack and it was fucking bad and then I lost years of stuff. Yeah. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this Christmas dump extra special. And I've got a bunch of dumb stuff already. A bunch of videos, and we're gonna make sure that it's really good. We actually have the continuation of Sniper Elite with a cop.
Yeah.
Where we got it all the way up to where we stopped, and there's some pretty funny arguments in that. I remember we gave up the point of stealth and just ran up to people and started blasting them with 12 gauges.
Yes.
They're like, be stealthy. And I'm like, well, they can't hear you if they don't have a head. I remember one of the missions started, and we were editing it, and I don't know why, but I have like a fucking Panzerschreck when we start. Like, you're all stealthed up, and I'm sitting there with a Panzerschreck.
As one does.
I don't know when we're going to open BPL 14 to the Aux. I think we need to do a few more test weekends just to make sure we got the server ready. And Hat is working very hard on getting the randomized debris field part ready. So we'll have a lot to explore and stuff that's kind of randomized shit floating around. So that's going to be really exciting. And then we'll have BPL 14 will be something that the Aux can partake in.
Yeah.
You will be able to be specimen. For those of you who've watched this on my channel for 11 years, you can finally play in our very stupid adventures. Okay, I'm going to go get this stupid fucking house.
Okay.
I'm going to get it.
Go get it.
I'm going to get it.
Go get it. Go get it.
I'm going to get it. I'm going to do
Should.
it.
You deserve it.
I'm going to get this stupid house. I'm going to join the tiny house movement. All right, here we go. Nope. No. Cabin. Got it. Loaded. Okay, I got the stupid cargo office. Then we take this all the way over there. Dwarf rounds would be hard to do without a specialized server with enough building area for it, Jiggles. You're going to need to understand that if you've never played with backends and servers, you actually need to have something very concrete to make a dwarf round happen. You can't just say, we should do a dwarf round. Unless you want to help code. If you want to help code map make, please and thank you. Because I love Dwarf Fortress rounds. They're kind of a hallmark of a VG station, which is really nice. And it's not about rising or falling, Mr. Oxman. It's about being a spaceman. There's no allegiance in Space Station 13 other than to your department. What can I steal for cargo today?
Gotta have the beacon on for safety.
But right now we've had a few very successful tests that are very, very nice. And we've gotten the server stable enough, I think, for like 25 to 28 people so far. And I'm hoping that we can eventually bump that to where we can get like 50, 60, which is about the sweet spot for Space Station 13. We've got... Oh, let's see. What's the difference between Space Station 13 and 14? Well, that could probably encompass a whole lecture series on its own, but Space Station 13 is written in Beyond, which is ancient and terrible. Space Station 14 is written in C#, which actually can use 64-bit, so it's not really bottlenecked. And while Space Station 13 has been in iterative development for, God, since 2003...
Yeah.
So 20 years of development and content. Space Station 14 is still relatively recent. However, every day they're adding a lot more. So if you were too intimidated to play Space Station 13, Space Station 14 isn't a good place to pick up and learn. But if you guys have any bit of knowledge of coding C#, let Mr. Diggs know, because we could use more help. We can always use more help. And also, if you're a spriter, if you like making art, we could always use more people. Coding projects are really fun when they're cumulative and when they are really fun to work on in a collaborative environment. And we're hoping to make BPL 14 our own fun little fork of this. So far, we've got farts. Farts are great. And we're not trying to make anything too crazy, so don't worry about scope creep. All we want to do is have fun with it, help it grow, and play our part. A lot of issues of very, very, very specific servers in Space Station 13 is they They go way hard on trying to reinvent the game, remake it. This is my custom XYZ. And while a lot of those servers can be fun for a visit, the servers that last the test of time are typically a lot more careful in how they build things. One of my favorite servers that I haunt is Colonial Marines, which some people love and some people hate, but you have to play it at least, I would say, 50 rounds to understand it. And that's 50 rounds in one roll. So you're probably talking 100 hours of gameplay to even kind of crack Colonial Marines for what it can be, which is one of my favorite experiences.
You know,
Sure.
you get left behind to catch back up, because that's the position I was in. Yeah, man.
Well, Colonial Marines is hilarious. Play as a private, play as a basic private, and just accept the rules of yes and you'll have a lot of fun with Colonial Marines.
Water break.
And there's a lot of years of coding in Space Station 13. I mean, a lot. It's hard to match 20 years of development. So they, right now, again, Space Station 14 is very basic, but it's very easy to learn and it runs really well. All right, let's see. Our server has Fartonium. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna drive this thing up here. I got you your fucking shed.
Excellent. I am on the way.
I'm almost out of fuel.
I'm bringing a fuel trailer.
Oh, thank God.
Well,
All right. Okay, I got it here.
you delivered it?
Hold on, I just pulled in. I made it to where you said on the map, but it doesn't look like there's anything to deliver.
Oh, God. Delivered to Sawmill Workshop, Burn Forest.
Sawmill Workshop. Oh, wait, is that where that... Where? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Look where
No.
I'm parked.
And it's not there?
No.
It's not on your left?
Look, I see a little area that's lit up,
Yeah.
and I put it in here, and nothing happens.
Wonderful. Have you accepted?
There's no...
Accepted?
All right, you know what? Let's see if I can accept that. Maybe that's the issue, huh? Start tracking. Okay. Now it says I can. I'm going to deliver the cabin. Cabin is done. Now I need to bring in 4 service spare parts.
Yeah, I've got 3 of them right here.
All right. I'll go get the last one. Then I'll bring it.
Watch out for pinch points. Alright, we're good to go.
Let's see. Alright, let's see. We need to get
How are you on
parts.
fuel tax?
I recovered my truck, so I can go get more service spare parts from the warehouse over here.
Oh, excellent.
So
No, this warehouse is empty. I just emptied it.
Oh. So the
warehouse up towards the corner of the
I see
map.
it.
Yes. So we'll just convoy then, because I'm just coming out of this warehouse.
All right, I'll join you. I thought I had an animal inside my vehicle, but I realized it's just the bobblehead dachshund I put on the dashboard. I was like, is that a squirrel?
Very nice.
Well, you need a bobblehead.
I'll let you take the lead. I'm going to be very slow.
Oh, I see why. Jesus fuck. All right.
You don't like it?
I'm just going to drive through this town as fast as possible so I don't have to look at Cthulhuburg. It's not for me.
I thought pinching it between the crane was quite clever myself.
You're the reason why there's safety briefings. There's going to be a picture of you in the book, and it says, "Look what this person did." Look at this. It's just you're the reason why there's a safety brief. There is a safety brief. You're in the manual. It's going to be like the OSHA manual. And it just has an unhappy face next to your truck.
Ether says OSHA stands for overstacked and hoist assisted.
I hate that. But I don't disagree with it.
There, I'll have to look at it now.
You only have to hear it.
No, it's not doing nothing.
Alright. Okay, then you go over Creepy Bridge.
I'm not sure this is 100% within standards, but you're doing a great job. Thank you, Burning Potatoes. Oh,
see, they love us because they don't understand us. Oh wait, that's not the right way. Shut up. I'm plotting my route.
If you aren't using all the crane, are you really using it?
Yeah, they gave me a crane. I'm gonna fucking use it.
The Dwarven Book of Grudges, but it's just people who violated OSHA.
That's fair.
The OSHA manual is the Guinness Book of World Records for cool people.
You're probably right.
Where the fuck did you go?
I'm going to the other warehouse.
Oh, yeah, okay. You're just insanely fast compared to me.
Well, you can crash when you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
We take safe labor practices very seriously here if we haven't been bribed.
We would know what safety was if someone could get out here with a vehicle to brief us on safety. Unfortunately, it seems the roads are a bit congested with crap. So you know, they haven't been out here to tell us what's what. They haven't informed us. Oh God. Okay. There we
What?
go. All right. Let's see. What do we need? I need.
You need a service spare part.
Okay. One.
One. I've got 3. I'm going to give you this spare one.
No, I'm taking 2 because you're gonna take that all the way there. You said you're gonna take it, so I'm gonna make you. I'm just gonna bring an extra in case that falls off.
If it falls off, I got the crane. I can pick it back up.
You're like somebody who's built a birdhouse in the dark. You're like, it's a birdhouse, and I'm like, there's no hole in it. And you're like, well, the bird's gotta want it.
Hey, did you know this road is slippery?
Yes.
Jiggles, that is definitely hairy sounding. Comedically unsafe. That's a good way to put it.
No, I'm just okay. Why are you going that way?
Huh?
That's not. Why are
Not
you going
the
that way? That way's closed. Remember?
Oh yeah. I was just doing my thing, man. Just following the little yellow arrow. Nope.
I love
Trailer's
Yeah,
upside
just
down.
jackknife that thing. Don't worry about it. Gas likes that. You know what? It says rescue on your trunk because you need one.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's dealing with it. Look, it's back on its wheels.
Why is your trailer all fucked up? I don't know. I when I rented it, it was like this.
Okay, now you need to slow down so you can guide me through the dark because I'm scared.
Why?
Because there's little eyes that watch you from the forest.
What?
Have you not seen those?
I don't want to know about these things.
Yeah, there's eyes that are massive, like they're the size of colonization, you know, the crazy man-eating lions and leopards. They were like 30 feet long.
I don't like. Why? I
I
don't
don't
like
know.
it.
They're in the woods. They watch you sometimes.
Well, okay. Follow the sounds of my dudes.
Oh, I'm way off path. See, this is why I needed a ground guide.
Yeah. Did you just keep going in a straight line?
That looks like a trail, okay?
That looks like the woods. You just went into the woods. You were like, yeah, this is good.
Alright. I may be here for a second.
Really? Okay, I see where you are. I'm just gonna back up while you destroy nature.
Gotta take that trailer for a scrape, man.
I paid the safety on the trailer. I'm gonna use it.
What, the $8 extra insurance? Fuck yeah.
Okay, I'm over this way. This is where the road is. Because it's made out of road.
Is it though?
The hills are alive with the glare of eyeballs. Alright. Oh, I see you've got your little emergency flasher on.
Yeah.
Okay, this is... Are you making 85-point turn? What's going on back there?
Yeah, it's not happy. The truck's not happy.
I wonder why.
Alright, hold on.
They're gonna say, where's the trailer? And we're just gonna point to the wilderness. Where's the trailer?
It belongs to the woods now.
We have left it with its people. Okay, check this out. Back here, just come back through this way.
I can't make the turn. It's too tight.
Why? So you're gonna go over the Rock of Gibraltar?
I've had good luck with rocks.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, I need to get my trailer. Where is it at?
In the woods.
Well, yeah, but where in the woods?
Alright, I will pull your fucking trailer out.
Oh, if you got it, then yeah.
I will get the trailer, okay? I just see tire tracks going off into oblivion as you drove down a creek bed toward the ocean.
It looked a lot like the road, okay? In my defense.
In my defense, it looked a lot like the road. Okay, as a cop, have you ever heard that?
No.
In my defense, it looked a lot like the road.
No, the people who wind up off-road usually know. They're like, oh yeah, you know, I thought it was weird that corn was growing in the road.
I'm glad that we reached an agreement. Okay, so the trailer doesn't look like I can hook onto it.
No, you can't hook onto it. You have to drag it.
Why?
Because I didn't want to bring the whole heavy fuel trailer. I wanted to bring the tiny one. Yeah, so you just drag it behind you. Its landing leg is down, but don't worry about that.
All right, I'm just gonna drag. I'm gonna take the trailer for a scrape.
Drivers like Dapper why these kinds of vehicles are rated in engine hours, not mileage.
Oh my god. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's scraping along.
Yeah, I'll take back over once you get up to where I'm at.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just taking physics, which is the most stable thing in this game. And I'm just tempting fate. I'm just gonna tempt fate with this little son of a bitch. Alright, come on. No, we're going for a scrape, you little bastard. Oh, good. Do a barrel roll.
That's a neat trick.
Okay, I made it across the thing. It's just jerking around. It is just spinning. It has flipped like 85 times since I've been driving. This is horrifying.
So if you're dragging it around, would it make it a deeper road? Alright, I'm at the bridge.
I crossed it.
I know. Oh god.
No, you'll be alright. That seems very safe. Oh god. Okay, I just did like 8 cartwheels.
An excited little trailer, man.
I'm worried because it's like being chased by something that's rabid. Like it wants to attack you. Alright, I'm gonna pause here.
Yeah, let me catch up.
I'm gonna try to refuel from the scout vehicle trailer and take some of the gas out of it so it's more explosive.
So there is a mod that will let you hook up to a version of that. It essentially just makes a medium trailer that looks like the scout trailer. That I've used a couple of times and really like it because that is a nice little trailer to drag along.
Yeah.
Whereas fuel trailer for the bigger trucks is just as heavy as putting the fuel tank on the back of your truck.
Yeah, because the big one, I think it does have 4 full wheels on the ground. And
It does.
It just fucks up.
And the 2 front wheels are articulated because it's a weird Eastern European trailer design.
Meanwhile, this thing just keeps doing flips.
Yeah. Thing's ridiculous.
The Whimsy trailer from the
Frankie.
makers of Exploding House. All right, here we go. Fuck me. All right, there we go.
Frankly, that fuel trailer that you've got would be terrifying in real life behind a Jeep. Because it weighs more than the fucking Jeep will.
Yeah.
Whereas it's probably a better fit for something like the Lodestar or the larger F-Series trucks that are in the game. So yeah, no, what I want from this game is just a little like M416 Jeep trailer. So that when I'm scouting, I don't run out of fuel halfway across the map. Okay, where'd the road go?
Where just cross the river.
Ah.
You'll be all right.
Well, I didn't
think
want to get yelled at. Okay?
I'm not yelling. I'm scared that we're going to spend 3 hours stuck on a rock or screaming as physics destroys the reality of this trucking world. Okay.
Yeah, like this is definitely
okay.
a post-DLO sign reality, right? Physics is slowly coming apart.
Yeah.
Porque no los dos.
Okay. I'm in the burn area.
I'm in the black as well.
Yeah, this doesn't look good. Alright, we're gonna get through. Alright. Yeah, keep going down that road, and then you'll see a fork, and you're gonna turn right.
Right at the fork.
And then you're gonna go past a fucked up warehouse, and you're
Yeah.
gonna turn left. Okay?
I do like the cinder effects that they put in these burned out sections.
Yeah. This is quite good.
Yeah, it looks like what an actual wildfire looks like after it's rolled through.
Alright, now turn right. Turn right.
Yeah. Out here we mostly do large grass fires rather than forest fires because we don't really have all that much forest, but I've done it a couple of times.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah. Now that it's light and I can see the road, everything's fine. My problem is I was on a snow map with all my trucks, so I took all the crazy auxiliary lighting off because it just whites out in front of you. And,
Oh yeah, whiteout is fucking scary in this game. You'll just sit there and be like, what's going on? Why can I not see?
and
Okay,
I
that's
haven't put 'em
that's
back.
not a road.
No, but it's
All
road
right, yep.
adjacent.
It's road adjacent. That's a driveway. All right. You should see me up here.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, here we go.
Just watching sparks off the back of that trailer.
Don't worry about it. That thing is doing as God intended. As soon as I get this thing up to speed, you're gonna see some real shit.
No, I won't, because you just disappear immediately.
It's not my fault. I chose stupid truck.
I did too.
So-
It's just a different kind of stupid. Nothing will stop this thing, but it's going to take a long while to get anywhere. Yeah, you're gone.
Oh my god, I missed the thing, and I almost whipped myself with this like a club. Alright, we're traveling. Because I hit the brakes and it came back around. We got this.
There's a mission to
my
haul
trailer?
burnt logs here. Of course, they leave them smoldering for you.
Alright, hold on, let me figure out where we're going.
Well,
Where are we going?
nominally the sawmill warehouse, but it is 6:47. So,
I think we can make it. I think we can make it.
you think we can make it?
Listen, you have to believe. This is the world of entertainment.
So, it's gonna be all the way across this. It's gonna be tight.
No, we got this. Look. I'm just gonna take this little trailer, and he's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna touch the brakes once. He's coming with me. He's the brave little toaster of trailers.
As I recall, this section isn't all that.
Nah. Just don't worry about that little trailer.
No,
He's fine.
He can do. He bounces a lot.
Yeah, well, it's good for the fuel. You want it aerated,
Yeah,
like wine, you know? I once went to somebody's house. They were a really big wine person,
Mhm.
and they uncorked this wine that was like 80 years old. And they were like, "Isn't it exquisite?" And I said, "Tastes like wine to me." And I think if it would have been possible, they would have poured it back in the bottle and resealed it after I said that. I offended them that much. They just gave me one of those looks like, "You can go fuck yourself." I was like, "Look, it's wine. Like, I think wine should cost about $12." Because he was like, "Don't you think it has good legs?" And I was like, "No, it's wine. I have a palate for whiskey. I like the taste of fire." I'm like, "Yep, that tastes like fire."
Check this one off as smoky.
Well, if you ever want to know how to write a bullshit whiskey review, just describe a table. Oaken finish, smooth edges, crisp, delicate, sturdy.
And every single one says that there's hints of vanilla.
Yeah, I used to I used to write whiskey reviews, and like ghostwriting for any of these whiskey websites that have existed over the years, it's one of those things where you realize 90% of this is just copy paste in different order. Most people don't care. There's very few whiskeys that stand out. Most of them are okay. They're okay. They're okay. Like, most whiskey is alright. Some stand out, and the ones that stand out typically to me are not good. You'll just drink it and you're like, this is like getting your teeth smashed in by someone opening the door with a lit cigarette. Like, I wrote that quote about a whiskey once. I was like, not good. Not a good whiskey. This one tastes like drinking a urinal cake. You know, the ones that stand out where they're like, it needs to have more oak notes. I'm like, it's in a fucking barrel for 7 years. If it doesn't pick up oak notes, then it's not going to. If you want a good whiskey, like, in all honesty, really good whiskey, if you want to know what it's good or not, go find the distillery's version. Every distillery worth their salt makes this. It's called White Dog. And White Dog is legal moonshine that is made by that distillery, and it hasn't been in a cask or a barrel yet. You can then taste what that's like before any of the oak or shit gets in there. And you can see if it's good or bad whiskey. And White Dog is a really good way to train your whiskey palate. Not everyone likes White Dog, though, because they go, this is jet fuel. My eyes hurt. I can't see anymore. That's kind of the point, but yeah. Like, Buffalo Trace White Dog is perfectly fine. And God help you if you use it as a mixer because you can't taste it.
Alright.
Lafroig is interesting. I actually like Lafroig, but if you want something that's dark, peaty, and smoked like Lafroig, but not as, I heard it described as the mouthfeel of tasting a Viking raid. Like burning thatch buildings and misery. But if you want something that's like Lafroig, a bit peaty and smoky and dark, but isn't as offensive, Lagavulin 8, which is, I think, the youngest vintage they make. Lagavulin 8 is
12 and 16.
Yeah, 8 is, they used to not offer 8, but 8 is really good. The Macallan 16-year cast strength is as well superb. But when it comes down to most whiskey and scotch and everything else, you're going to hear a lot of these things saying, oh, this is amazing, that's amazing, this is amazing, that's amazing. Most of it's just okay. It's all right. It's like, I would rather drink Jack with friends than the most stupid, over-the-top, fancy floral whiskey notes by myself. Also, Penderyn is good. That's Welsh. Relatively new to the market.
Hasn't had a chance for the snooty people to drive up the price yet.
Hipsters ain't found it yet. Penderyn's worth it. All right, I'm going to deliver my 2 service parts. I got them here.
You did.
I did my part.
You did your part.
And the little fucking trailer even made it. I'll leave it here. I'll leave it here for future generations to worry about returning it.
It's never going back.
Nope.
I used a false ID on the rental.
Excellent.
False ID and a Walmart prepaid credit card. Oh.
Well, that's a way to end a stream.
Yeah, that's it, folks. I am still running. I didn't tip all the way, so...
Ah, yes. Not all the way.
Not all the way, and within sight of destination, as is typical. It's right there through the trees. So...
Excellent.
That is it. We've got Cooking on the Rim coming up next. Yeah,
Yes,
amazed
Cooking
the
on the
only
Rim.
non-secured crate didn't fall. Indeed.
The crane is tough.
The crane's pretty tough. Alright. Yeah, we didn't have a 204, did we?
No, we didn't. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for checking us out.
Yeah, we'll be back next week with Metal Gear Solid again. So,
Yeah.
Cool. See you guys.
See ya. sure. No, I'll just wait here. I'll just wait here.
I'll be fast.
Uh-huh. I'll just wait here for good old Crane Eyes Johnson.
Oh, I flipped it.
Oh, God. They are trapped by this system.
Oh,
This is peak theme park. They can't leave. The Impalas glued together. Yeah, it's a lot of Impalas. Okay. All right. So, depending on how this car goes. All right.